Hi, this is Student Nick P, and this is noun phrase 260. The noun phrase today is daylight robbery. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says that something is daylight robbery, he or she is emphasizing that one person or company is exorbitantly overcharging for something. So they're charging much higher price than you believe they should be charging. All right, let's continue. The origin of this is believed to date back to 1696. William III of England imposed a property tax, or better yet, a window tax, for anyone living in houses with more than 6 windows. I guess the idea is like maybe if you were richer or more wealthy, you had a bigger house and you had more windows, and that's kind of how they got you. These people were required to pay an extra tax. In order to avoid the tax, people would use bricks to cover any windows over 6. Well, you know, when you impose taxes like this, people always try to find a loophole or a way around it. Let's continue. They say this tax lasted up to the 1800s. That's a long time. It's over 100 years. Let's continue. Since this window tax caused people to cover bricks on their windows, the tax was given the name, or kind of like a nickname, of the daylight robbery. So it's robbing the daylight because you can't keep the window there. The daylight cannot come in, so it's daylight robbery. It was eventually used for being overcharged for any purchases. Let's continue. Of course, nowadays it is meant like someone is trying to rob you or maybe even mug you. I guess, as opposed, like in the day during regular situations, as opposed to like a mugger is more likely to attack at night, in a dark corner or in a park or something. So it's like daylight robbery. You're being robbed in broad daylight in a way. Let's continue. By asking such high prices, it could also be used to express shock over an unreasonably high bill. Let's continue. All right, and we got 3 examples to show just how we would use this. Here's the first one. When people in Texas received their electric bill after the deep freeze, they felt it was like daylight robbery. Yeah, some people said that, their bill's like 100 times more than it normally would be. First, they probably felt like they were one of the lucky ones, that their electricity didn't go off and they weren't actually close to freezing to death. But once they got their bill, I don't know if they felt that lucky anymore. All right, let's continue. Number 2. I cannot believe the price they are asking for that house. It is daylight robbery. Yeah, maybe you think it's way too much that they're asking for that. Number 3 here. That mechanic is notorious for padding the bill, adding a lot of extra charges to the bill. Yes, his bills are daylight robbery. Okay. Anyway, I hope you got it. Hope it was clear. Hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.